Hello and welcome to my first ever favorites video. I am super excited to do a yearly favorites video, a year-end favorites moment. So I have sorted things into categories. I'm Catherine, by the way. I'm Catherine and I make a lot of videos about books and writing, and I'm trying to delve out into other things and see how it fits into the channel. So if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. I hate saying that, but please subscribe and stick around because I'd love to see ya. We're gonna do, in this order, makeup, skincare, YouTube, movies, home, and then general. So starting with makeup, this year I swore to myself I was gonna get into the makeup moment. I am not a makeup girly, to be honest. And not because I'm like, oh, I'm not like other girls, I'm too good for makeup. I'm not. This face, ghastly, ghostly, could use a drip of blush on it. I just am bad. I'm really bad. I don't have the dexterity. I don't have the training. I never got into it in middle school, so I never had the chance to be bad at it, and now I have to go to work and I can't be like, oh, by the way, I'm learning how to do makeup. Sorry, my cat eye is out to here. Or just trying something out. So I do very light work, but one of the things that I've really been into is blush, and I got this Pixie set. It's a pH based blush in it. So you put it on, it's straight up a stick of moisture, and you pop that sucker on there, and it adjusts to your skin's pH levels, and it creates the perfect little blush for you. It actually is a lovely little pinky pink on me, which I think is super cute. The lip does the same thing. It's just like a gloss. Very chill, very low maintenance, but we love. So highly recommend these. This is, I don't know if people do this anymore, but back in 2014, 2015, everyone was doing the white eye pencil, right in the white of your eye. I didn't just flip you off, sorry. In the white of your eye. And I am chronically tired, so I have those sweet eye bags. So I try to do this as often as possible because it does make you look a little more awake. And I have been using this jumbo NYX eye pencil. Girly, who do you think you are? So it also feels like it's really good value for the money because this thing is thick. Something else that I try to do but have not done right now, if you can't tell, is I like to do a little brow gel, a little light brown brow gel. The final two little tidbits in makeup are these two lip balms. So this is the Glossier birthdaybalm.com. It's got a little bit of a sparkle to it, but it's mostly clear, and I like the smell. Same thing with this. This is from Trixie Mattel's makeup company. It is the Barb Bestie Balm. It is marshmallow flavored. I like to smell like a pastry, so I get into these hardcore. Moving on to skincare. I spend a lot more time on skincare than I do on makeup. If you've been on this channel for a while, you'll know that I used to have really terrible acne, and I actually had someone make a mean comment to me about it, and I was like, okay, I'm going back to the dermatologist. I haven't been to the dermatologist since middle school, but I'm going again because I'm humiliated. And it actually ended up being a really good thing for me because my skin has not looked this good since I was fresh out of the womb. And the number one thing that I attribute to that, besides spirnolactone, which is a pill that you take, I think it's for hormonal acne, which I'm pretty sure is what was going on. But what I really get into is tretinoin. I use the 0.1%, which is the big girl strong stuff. So you do have to do what is called the sandwich method. So I start with Eucerin, strong Eucerin, because I'm also an eczema girly, and I just use the very dry skin eczema cream straight on the face. And then I put the tretinoin on. You only need a pea-sized amount, and you just dab it around. I hadn't been doing this until I watched Melanie Murphy's video recently on skincare. She has a lot of really good skincare information on her channel, in addition to everything else she does, so I do recommend her. But I also have started putting it by where crow's feet would develop. I'm 26 years old, so it's not happening yet. But if preventative measures will prevent it from happening, who am I to say no? I do this, and then I do, and this is my favorite, the Neutrogena Hydro Boost. As you can tell, it's almost empty. And they changed the formula and they changed the container, which not a fan of. It used to be like a much bigger container for the same price, which inflation is real, but I still like it because I don't think that like the properties of it have changed. They just added a fragrance to it. I really recommend this one, and it's very affordable. I also, because I'm chronically dehydrated, love this at night. This is a Vaseline cocoa butter healing jelly, and I lather this shit on my lips. I just like straight up, it's like I'm like slick. I'm an oil slick at the end of the night, but it does the job. And finally, in skincare, this is like, look how big this is. This is a glue stick. This is a fucking glue stick, but it's literally as big as my hand, which is why I love it, because this shit's never running out. I had one of these in high school and it never ran out. I just lost it. So I repurchased this year and I've been loving it. It smells like marshmallow. Again, pastry girl. So I got this at Whole Foods. If I recall correctly, it was $6.99, which is expensive for a lip balm, but this thing is massive and it will last me for like 5 years. So I consider that a win. Next, we're getting into YouTube channels. I am a YouTube girly. I've been a YouTube girly since probably 2013, and I have gone through many like iterations of YouTube for me. I did the beauty YouTube thing with Zoella and everybody. I have several like things that I now focus on YouTube. Number one, obviously books. Number two, writing. Number three, surprisingly, video games. And then like sometimes I go through phases of travel. Let's talk about the 4 people who really stuck out to me when I was going through my subscriptions list today. So first is Sai Loves Frogs. She is delightful. I love her editing. She makes videos. She's based in Boston, and she is a queer woman living with their partner. And she makes content full time. And the way that she edits her videos, she puts so much work into it. There's like little animations. There's like sped up stuff. She travels a ton. She like spends a lot of time in Asia. She spends a lot of time like she went to LA and New York City this year, so I've been following along for all of that, and I love her. Next, I'm not alone in this one. Lil Simsy has like 2.2 million subscribers, so I'm not like breaking the news with this, but she started a Animal Crossing series this year because EA did that like really crappy thing and she left the EA partnership program, and so now she's kind of like spreading out into other video games. So she's been doing more Stardew Valley and more Animal Crossing, 2 of my favorite games of all time. So I have been watching the crap out of her Animal Crossing streams. She's doing an Animal Crossing series on YouTube, and I love all that. Number 3, maybe Haley. Haley is just this like bulb of joy. She makes mostly tech videos and sometimes like day in the life, and she just is also, her editing is so good. She's so funny. She's so witty. She just like is so goofy and silly, and I'm so happy for her because it like a lot of her dreams are coming true, man. So I just love to see that. And for writing, I watched a lot of Taylor Ann Wright this year. Taylor is a indie author. She also does like writing challenges. I need a writing challenge to get my butt in gear, so I'll watch her like writing like 10,000 words in like 12 hours, or like writing for 24 hours straight, and I'm like, I need to do that. So she has been major writing motivation for me this year, and I will link all of these people down in the doobly-doo. Doobly-doo. It's 2010 again. Movies! So I have 2 movie favorites for 2025. The first one is Superman with David Cornsweet. I think that Loving Everybody is truly the real punk rock. And having that on screen, having Superman be hopeful again, the political narratives in this movie, stellar. 3, James Gunn nails a soundtrack every fucking time. The use of like 5 Years Time and Punk Rocker. I have been listening to those songs on repeat. In fact, Punk Rocker was on my like top 5 of my Spotify Wrapped this year. And 2, Wicked for Good. I have been a Wicked girly since I saw it for the very first time in 2013. When I was 13 years old. I wanted to be Elphaba so bad, and I know that they're like, everyone's probably sick of Wicked by now, but this was such a beautiful, faithful adaptation. I think that Cynthia and Ariana were the perfect people for their roles, regardless of whatever else is going on. And I think that I sat for the first 75% of this movie. I was just sat there just grinning like a buffoon because I was just so happy to be there and so happy to see this beautiful movie in front of me. And then obviously the second, like the latter 25%, I was just crying. I cried so hard my hair actually got a little damp, but it was worth every second, every tear. And if you are a theater fan, if you're a Wicked fan, I mean, if you're a Wicked fan, you've probably already seen this, but it's so good. I love it so much. Oh my gosh. Home. I moved into my apartment this year. I moved out in February of this year. I love my apartment. I love having my own home. I have two things that have really like made my apartment experience like A+. One, my microwave. That's so silly, but look at how cute this thing is. I got it on Amazon, and it is, I love yellow. It's such a happy color, and this little yellow microwave, is it a crappy microwave? Yes. But is it beautiful? Also, yes. If you're looking for a powerful microwave, would I recommend this? No, I wouldn't. But if you're looking for something cute that's gonna be tiny and sit on your little counter when your kitchen is like this big, yeah, go for it. And secondly, and you probably already saw this coming, these bookshelves, best thing ever. I've been waiting for Billy bookshelf sets in my apartment since I was like 9 and I saw them on Pinterest. And I freaking love these. They're beautiful, they hold up, they hold a fuck ton of books. Finally, I have some general likes. First of all, my Hobonichi weeks. I switched from, I did bullet journals for a long time, and then I did passion planner for 1 year, and I was just like, this is a lot to carry around. The one I had was quite big. It was like this big by this big, and I was like, Jesus, I need like a backpack to get anywhere. This thing is a baby, and it does everything I need it to do. I have my little stickers, my little like everything's in here. It has been my constant companion. Fits in my little purse. Is it pricey? Yes, it is, but I use it every day all year, so that's how I justified the cost. Second, my friends, my cat Eleanor. I adopted Eleanor in March of this year, like a month after I moved out. Eleanor has a lot of trauma. She lived in the streets before she came to me, and she like had babies. All of her babies were adopted before her. She was at the shelter by herself. And sometimes she's still like a little like flinchy and like antsy, but she has come so far since I adopted her, and those like, that has made it so worth it for me. She's sitting right over there right now. Tattoos, especially the newer ones. I got 3 new tattoos this year, including this one. I love like getting to decorate my body and having the agency to do that. It does make me feel like I have like ownership of my body, and being able to like decorate it however I please, and I get to enjoy my body again, and like the way it looks, which is something I haven't felt probably ever before I got tattoos. So it's not for everybody, obviously, but no matter what anyone says, I will love my tattoos till the day I die. My Kindle, I have like mixed feelings because I don't love supporting Amazon, but 1, look how cute this thing is. 2, I can fit hundreds of books on here. And 3, I got a NetGalley account this year, and I got all my ARCs sent to here, and I was able to just read them on here, and I didn't have to download the app. I didn't have to go on my little phone and go boop, boop. So live, laugh, love, Kindle. So finally, my apartment. I already talked about this, so I won't go into it again, but I love my apartment. I'm so lucky to live here. For those of you who follow me for books, my top 10 books of 2025 is coming out, I believe, next week. I haven't filmed it yet, so we'll see what happens, but I am super excited. I still have to narrow it down because there have been some bangers this year, so we'll see what happens. But leave your 2025 favorites down below. I'd love to hear about them. I love recommendations, and if you made it all the way to the end, kudos to you. Like, let me know if you did. All right, I hope you guys are having a great December. And I hope you're enjoying all the videos that are coming out right now because I'm having a good time making them. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!